Welcome back, guys. So let's continue along with our fuel handling of oil here in episode 10, I think it might be. And let's set it up. Where I want to set it up is just up here, because we need to get solid fuel up and running. So to do that, we need a few things. Do we have the fluid handling? I think we do. So we need to get, let's just do this as a test. For now, we need to set you up here. First things first. Yeah, that's fine. And right there. That is good enough. Then we need to set up called processing. We can just do it over here to the left of it, of all our things. To put things into barrels, I think we just need to craft barrels and fill it in right here and take it out as well. So an empty barrel is easy enough to make, just requires a bit of steel, I think. Why can't I find the barrels? Oh, it's right there. So we have to go down to the base and set up the barreling of this. So first things first. Let's set up 3 types of barreling right here. Can just do it with a normal blueprint. Do a passive provider. Do a few inserters. You go in, you go out. You will request 50 or 100. Let's do 100 for now, and put down a medium power pole right there. So that is pretty much our normal setup, 100 barrels in and out. So let's copy this one. Thank you. And you can go into this little setup. So now that we have this, we need to hook up all the things. And we can do it right. Here is 1. Here is 2, and here is the 3rd. Not the most beautiful setup, but it should work just like this. Let's do a quick setup of the barreling. Whoops, here and here, and that one. And that means we can just say make barrels. Request that. Let's do it with 2 rows. And then I like to cut and paste you. I like to cut you and paste you down here in the base. So let's say right there. These are not crafty. I don't know why. We'll probably figure out quite soon. But let's see if this doesn't request steel, which is lacking a lot. Luckily, with this setup I've made, it's so easy to expand. And if we are out of this, we can just put it down right there and right there. That should give us a lot more steel. The coal still coming in at a nice steady pace. The iron is starting to lack as well as a bit as well. So let's just do this before we move it all to a cell of its own. There we go. More iron. Copper is still fine, but that should kick production into overdrive. bit more crafting. It's so easy to expand, and that is exactly why I like this setup. So let's see. Yeah, see a bit more of the radars would be nice. What is core mining? Ah, so you can extract everything with this, pretty much infinite resources. That's quite cool. Seems like core fragment. And then we need to process that, it seems, in something else. So that's something we have to look at in the future. I think that's gonna be quite cool when we get that far into this mod pack. Med pack's not really needed. So let's just wait a second with those parts. The power is still holding. Would like to expand it a bit more, just so we don't run out anytime soon. Right there. How many do we have now? So this is pretty much half the size of what it can be. Ooh, and we're getting quite close to the binder base out there. That means we have to make sure that we have enough ammo to keep us safe. Ooh, let's limit this a bit. All the petroleum is almost gone. And yeah, let's go back to what we were setting up before. I like to barrel petroleum onto have a row for now. Here we would like to barrel heavy oil, or light oil, sorry. And over here we like to barrel the heavy oil. And then all our refineries are gonna work again. And that is gonna be very, very good. So, that is good, good, good. What is the next part we need to work towards? It's still the electric motors that's holding us up a small amount. So let's start to make better or expanding us pretty much our production and getting rid of all these stupid trees that are all over the place that I keep driving into. And let's see here in base. What are you missing? Nothing. You just can't produce fast enough. Seems to be the case. That is luckily something we can solve just like that. And the same with this ones. There we go. Doubling that production. And our iron is trying to keep up. Plastic is fine. Copper is fine. Seems we have a surplus everything except steel. So let's just copy this a few times. There we go. More steel being built nice and easily. And our science is slow but steady. Oh, we need the glass. How do we make glass? Oh, that means we have to set up sand we have set up. That means one of these can be glass. So glass. Oh, request sand please. Thank you. Just request 50. Why does it look like I'm getting attacked but they all of a sudden just die and I don't see any dead bodies anywhere? What is going on? It's like they're being, I don't know, beamed into space or something like that. Because they are just disappearing into thin air. And I can't figure out why. Don't see any bodies anywhere. Or it might just be meteors that hit me. And if meteor hits, the robot's just cleaning it all up extremely fast. I think that might be what's going on. It is pretty much the only very possible solution we have right now. And that is also fine by me. Go a bit more glass. We have stone coming in. So now the base is starting to produce at a pretty decent speed. We have a ton of processed fuel. That's a lot of processed fuel. That is also just fine, because I think we did limited it. And now we have that being produced. So should we just make this into our science cell? I think that might be quite cool. So what I want to do is request the normal electric labs. Just give me a few, just so we can set up what I want to set up. Here we go. The same place as always, right here. 1, 2, 3, right there. Then we'll do one requester chest, and let's do a fast one for now. And then do medium power poles just below, up top, just at top. And then we would like to request a ton of things. Red signs, just take 20 of those. Green, oh, there's so much signs. Does it have room for all of them? How many are there? We have 10 spots, but I think the rest space science lab. So we don't need to put in all of them luckily, because the rest is in space. 20 and 20. And that's space, 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 space. Good. So now that we have this set up, we'll just be able to do this, do a copy paste down there. We'll have to clear out this and put in production over here of the science. So we should do 1 per second, and I'll do that in the cell right next to this instead. 1 per second science. I think that's what we're gonna aim for right now. I think that's a good place to start. So over here, if you start with the red, right here, come on, red science. That means we need 5 blocks of these. We might do what's called 2 per second, so we can always double everything up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, stupid, forgot to request things. And then we'll buffer quite a bit, but that is fine. Then we'll go 1 and do the same for green science. Let's see right here, green science. And here we need 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's spend a ton of resources now. Now this is working. We just need, oh, that's gonna cost us quite a bit of resources. But no worries, no worries. Yeah, it probably is. Oh, it looked like oil because of it has meteor hits. But then we have 6 here. Those are gonna get delivered to our science area right here. Let's just mark it on the map with our lab. Thank you. Turn off the pollution a bit. Ooh, they are getting quite close. It means I have to be very, very resourceful in looking at them. But it seems to be working right now at least. But for how long, I'm not sure. Let's look at these. These are lacking motors, motors lacking motors. So we're lacking iron, and iron is lacking inputs. So that means we just have to set up some more of these. Right there. Can we fit into right down here? We can if we just remove this bottom part. Get your way. Right there. I'd like to copy you just down one. One more might be good. Right. Let's cut that out. And let's put down these. So now we are mining most of this iron patch. This is gonna stop quite soon because they ran out of coal. So we have to decommission most of this. Let's clean out that. Remember to hook up most of this. To be honest, I would like to decommission pretty much all of that as well. That means we have to decommission most of this, because all of it, I think, is being made up here. And this is pretty much just obsolete now. It was something we used in the beginning and not something we need anymore. So let's just clear out all of this and do a small amount of spring cleaning. Let's just continue along with explosive damage might not be needed, but we definitely need meteors from the sky. But we can just get some more surveillance. Let's get some trains. That is gone. And then we'll clear out all of this junk right here. You can go away, pretty much all of that can go away. Yeah, let's just do a quick and dirty clean, spring cleaning right here. It's an end of an era of space, but we are going to space and we need robots and not main belts. We still need to save our coal coming in, but that should fill up the things we need. Might just do a few more storage chests just to be sure. If we are making them, we are. So that is very nice. We'll start to dismantle all of this as well and pretty much switch over to this setup. A much more clean, much more elegant setup. And this is just kind of in the way of progress. And as with everything, don't be afraid of change. It might be good, it might be scary at first, but hopefully it's for the better when we do stuff like this. That's kind of my philosophy. That everybody, if somebody changes something, they had a good idea with it most of the times and not just to annoy you. So keep an open mind, and even if 1 or 2% doesn't work, remember that the other 90% or 99% might be just what you need. So look on the positive side in regards to that. you can go away. Right here. That has to go away up to that one. Removing our little balancer. Removing that. Now it's much more clean. Now we only have one thing going in. And that is our coal. Oh, so nice. Oh. So very, very nice. Gun turrets is also very good at keeping up. So let's just see. What is the next thing we should do? Yeah, expanding science. That is pretty much our main goal right now. Let's just put down a science right here. We can just do grids. And these are going strong. Missing a few inserters. And the inserters were pretty much just missing the wheels. That was missing motors. That was missing iron. And iron is struggling to keep up. So what should we do? We should go down here. Might do it in this area. And make a complete iron cell. Or make this one into an iron cell. Because it is clearing up. Go and iron cell. Should we do it down here to the south? Oh, what is that? That is bad. Where should we do the iron cell? I would like to keep a bit of room up here, so I might move it down here instead. Don't think that's a bad idea. So first things first is pretty much just setting up what we need. Right there. That is all we need for that part. Then we need to clear out all the trees and stone and whatnot. You can all go away. Let's do the same from over here. That's a biter. That's something I don't like to see. Attacking me. So it seems I have to start setting up some defense. The biters are getting closer and closer to our base. And that is annoying. So where can we cut it off? We're pretty much exposed right here in the middle. And the best thing would just be to kill the biters. And I could probably do it with nanobots. That probably give me what I need to kill them. Or else I'll just do, let's remove these, say gun turrets, and then I'll take a ton of ammo with me. Gun turrets. Let's remove those two. Give us 50 at all times. And give us like 400 piercing ammo. Or maybe even 600 piercing ammo. And then we will be very good very soon. But first we have a ton of iron ore. We just don't have any iron. I think it seems that's what's lacking everywhere. So iron cell coming up, copying this. That was too much. Let's just copy up to here. And if we didn't go down here, place it right here. Remove the power poles just for a little while. Do the same up top. There we go. That should power all of them. And that should give us a lot more iron production. Let's just make sure everything is working as it should. It's not, because we need can I just throw some into the system and they'll build? Not quite that simple. So I have to help it a bit. And that is because I went too fast with science. So let's just help this start. And hopefully it will be a lot better now. But it doesn't feel like it at the moment. But the barrel's almost full now. That should give us some of the steel back, and if steel is not being used, then these will start to work again. So clean you up. This is all looking very good. Did you build 50 of those if you do it like that? So that is fine. This is working great over here. Let's dismantle all of this, to be honest. Go away. And take the rest of this with you. Away with the starting setup. It's so much easier to tear down than it is to build up. That's all I can say right now. Because look how easy it is to just remove a ton of work. But yeah, it seems this is also stealing a lot of resources. So I'm gonna show you guys a neat trick before we stop. Or I might not. I might just let it buffer for now and just increase our input of items. In regards to that, it's pretty much this one. So it is pretty much this iron we're missing. And we need a lot of it, and hopefully these are working now, so we can copy this one and just do right there, and one power pole. I like to cut you and place you down there instead, and then we can copy paste this over and make a huge production cell. Let's just do 2 rows for now, and hopefully this will give us a lot more iron, because it should be very, very good as soon as this iron kicks into gear. And not a meteor strike, but luckily our robot is fixing the entire base without much of an issue. So yeah, more iron, more steel, Steel is filling up nicely. That is filling up nicely. Everything is filling up quite nicely. And we only have one biter base within range. So, yeah, this is going. Seems we have to expand our logistics down here next episode. And collect all of this. So, I will end the episode here, looking at our robots building our base. We'll have to go down and get, where's it at? Cargo size. Oh, is that the next one? That's way into the future. So that seems to be quite a ways away. So yeah, that will be something that's way further into the future than I thought, and we actually need space science to do that, and hopefully it can figure this out. Wow, look at that, expensive, very expensive. But I'll end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Bye guys.